Peace out. All right. Hey, folks, we are here again with our little thing called Across the Region for our youth ministry updates. And I'm here with Mr. Dave. Dave is the man. That's Dave Jones. Dave Jones is here at First Baptist Church in Milton. And so, Dave, I have some questions for you that we're going to just kind of share here and talk about. So what we're asking everybody we're going around to see is tell us a little bit of history about your stay here at FBC and what you've been doing and how long you've been here and what you love about being here.
Let's see. Our family and I, we came here in October. Well, came on staff October of 2006. We attended here previously with a good buddy of everyone's, Todd Parridge. And Go Todd, that's right. And when we do, peace, love you. But when God had other plans for Todd, he also showed plans for us, and so we came on board here in October of 2006 and just jumped right in. And both my kids were in youth group then, and they still are, so it was like a whole family event. My wife serves as one of the youth leaders, and it's just been a joy. It's a great church, great ministry to be part of.
What do you love? What do you love about the ministry, though? Like, is there anything that you could say, I just love it here?
One thing that I often tell people is that we don't really have a generational gap here, that we have a wide mix of ages in our congregation, but everyone jumps in to help out the youth ministry where needed. Have the great support of a senior pastor who was a youth pastor, so that helps. And then the other thing, I have a great bunch of volunteers, which makes the ministry a lot easier because you have many avenues of connection.
Cool. What has been your makeup of your ministry? I know you have the Edge here behind me, and which is, I know, is the name of your ministry. But like, what has been the makeup? Like the programs, small groups, outreach. If you can kind of give it in a nutshell, like what have you been doing in terms of discipleship and evangelism?
Well, we have 3 opportunities each week that our students have to come together. We have the typical Sunday morning Sunday school hour, which we're trying to change it up. I don't like using the word Sunday school, but it still sticks. But there we focus on Bible. So whether it's be studying a book of the Bible, looking at characters in the Bible. So that's what those teachers focus on. Sunday night is basically our youth worship service, where we do a praise and worship. We have game time there. And then when we get to the lesson, we obviously are looking in the Bible, but it starts out with some sort of topic, whether it be depression or peer pressure or how teens get involved in a church. And we start with the topic and then go into Scripture and see what it says about that. And both those are divided up, junior high, senior high. And then on Wednesday nights, we have what we call flood nights, which is divided up gender-wise. And for that, we don't meet in the church. We actually meet in some different restaurants in town. The girls go one place, guys go the other. And we use that as a combination to grow deeper with the ones that come, but also it's an inviting place to bring unchurched people who won't set foot in a church. And so those are our 3 main weekly programs. We do a variety of activities throughout the month. We try and do at least one a month, which can be surrounded, can surround a Bible lesson of some sort, or it could be just strictly fellowship, a way to bring people in. And then we try to mix it up with various service projects as well to get the students used to serving the community, which I think is important. And our biggest event of the year is an annual missions trip. And what we like to do there is we really encourage the students and leaders to go on. But the reason that they go is they learn and they practice serving, and then they bring it back here to Milton the other weeks out of the year.
Cool. That's good. It's great. What has been your biggest challenge here in ministry? What has been your biggest joy, though, as well?
I think the biggest challenge is changing some of the mentality of let's just do things as usual. Do things normal. And when you start changing up, whether it be programming or you change times or you change when you focus on this, that has probably been the biggest struggle. And then the commitment issue, which that's been a struggle because it's been a change, I guess, getting people to say, hey, you know what, we can't just show up and do our thing. We need to prepare and we need to plan and we need to be there even when we're tired or whatever. But God has done great things through the challenges where leaders are stepping up to the plate. And that's funneling over into the students, which would actually lead me into my biggest joy. And you and I were sharing a little bit ago, just here recently in the past few weeks, where 3 different students have stepped up and said, I want to do more for God. And some of them have spoke. Some of them want to lead worship, and so that's been the joy. And I think that's come out of the fact that the leaders are stepping up to the plate and doing more for God.
And you've had a new insurgence of a praise and worship team with youth, which has been cool. Yeah. Last things about reunion. We have a reunion coming up this November. It's only about, believe it or not, about 8 months away, which I'm pretty psyched about.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. So you've been there about three times, I guess now. Is that right?
3 or 4.
3 or 4. I can't keep track. But here's the big question. What would you say to someone who's out there as a youth leader who's on the fence about coming? What could you share with them and say, hey, look, this is something that's worth coming to. You should be there.
I would say, if you want to see this beautiful man go crowd surfing, you need to be there. I think that video is on the website. It is, yes. No, the big thing about reunion, there's actually several good things, reasons that you should bring your students out. Number one, your students need to know that there are more Christians in the world than just in their own church walls. And so it's a great place to connect. It's a great place to meet believers, student believers from other churches. So that's one big thing. The other thing, it's a great weekend retreat. Eric, who heads this up, brings in great speakers. We have great music, and it's just a time of refreshing. And last year was amazing. Todd, the guy we spoke of earlier, Todd Parrish, he spoke, and especially the first night, just the students coming forward, just asking for healing of whatever their issue was. And so it is just an amazing week. You can't go to many retreats for the cost that reunion is. It's a great weekend retreat. It's a great for your students. It's great for your leaders, and it's just it's a great way to connect. So if you are on the fence, you need to try it once, and you try it once, you'll want to come back.
Great. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Enjoy yourself.
All right, man. You too.
All right. Thanks. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time. Bye.